banger? Hell yeah.
Classes in session, this is the show where knowledge is profit, just so you know. Army Piper, OC guy, and Trade Fly, bringing crypto news to the whole alumni. It's the word on the market, the one-stop shop for the info you need every time that it drops. The go-to show that you need right now. This is Piper Academy, it's all going down, let's go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Piper Academy. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got fear and greed still sitting at extreme greed right now. We've got Bitcoin and Ethereum fighting to hold their prices. Bitcoin currently sitting at about $69,000 to $70,000. Ethereum holding over $3,600, fighting for $3,700. We're going to be looking at that. Plus, John Bollinger, legendary TA analyst and creator of the Bollinger Bands, giving an ominous warning to a pullback on Bitcoin. We're going to be looking at that and a whole lot more today on Piper Academy. Let's get it, guys. Classes in session. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Piper Academy. I am Army Piper, and we are here every Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys the news, the charts, and the markets, and everything you need to have knowledge. Thanks for joining us today. It is Bitcoin Pizza Day, guys. Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. If you know, you know. We'll talk about it, I'm sure, throughout the show. But we're waiting on TradeFly to join up with us. The champion had to work his fiat mining a little bit longer today than planned, but I do have, I'm not by myself. I do have the OC guy with me. What's up, OC? How you doing, brother?
Not much. Just enjoying the morning. It's a pretty good morning. Just right now, I was taking some profits out of a couple of trades, and I'm very happy to see that a little retracement has been playing out in the 4 hours. That really makes me very happy, because at least that gives me the opportunity to make that a little bit that much of a profitability to jump back into those altcoins that I was taking some profits out. And I do remember you talking about not having taken any profits on the show yesterday, right?
Yep. I have not. I still think we have much higher to go. So let's give a shout out to the chat, though. We got French Toaster in here saying, let's get it. Mr. J's in here. Trade Intuition. What's up, bro? How you doing, Joe? He said, I personally don't like Bollinger Bands, but it's maybe because I don't know how to use them correctly. That's the problem with a lot of people. But, well, I will have to do a little more digging in on the technical usage of it on my chart, but I've got a good article that's going to break it down today and give those levels, so we'll be showing that. FD White in the house, he's checking in. FD White, where are you now, man? You're traveling the world. Where are you now? Amy Lives Crypto. Guys, Amy Lives Crypto, she said, good morning, I'm here for class. She's going to be the guest tomorrow. We're going to have her on the show with us tomorrow, live. Special guest, Amy Lives Crypto. I'm very excited. This brilliant female in the crypto space there, and we need more of them, so I'm very happy to have her on the show and help her grow. Who else we got in here? Alexandra G, the mod queen in the house. We got Crooks of Crypto always bringing it in clutch, because we couldn't do it, half the stuff that we do for the community without him. So D Jenny from the blockchain is in the house right now, so shout out to you. DB Cooper, where's your money at, bro? Where's the money? And then if you know, you know. French Toaster, I got him. Trade Intuition. Blackie Chan in here saying good morning. Feeling almost like 100% today. Yeah, he's been fighting strep throat, so shout out to Blackie Chan. We hope you're feeling better, man. Justin Eubanks in here. And Clayton the Great in here saying, good morning, everybody. Finally made it down south. Nice to be here in the same time zone. We're glad to have you here, man. We have LBC in here also, but we're going to get into, and Billy Goatel saying, hola, hola. Last night, Billy Goatel's was fire. If you missed it, you guys need to go back and listen to the recording. Frankie Candles was on there. Bill Noble, Rice, Kelly Cullum, like all the big names, and so much love sent out to those guys, because they were shouting me out left and right, and I am humbled and honored to be part of that group there. So shout out to Billy Goatels, and shout out to Bedredden, one of our longest running top tier cum laude here in our membership. So let's get into some news, OC. I'm going to be kind of chill today, but we're going to get into some news. And then we got a big announcement to make because we have officially partnered, and you guys can see down in the link below, we now have a partnership with Blowfin. There is some joining rewards that you can get for how much you put into the account. And yeah, it's going to help support the show. And since we have the first and second place champions of Season 4 Trade Wars, then, you know, we might as well have an exchange. So they have reached out, and we have, after due diligence and a lot of research, partnered up with them. I know Alex O Crypto uses them, and I know the Investing Bros do. So we've partnered up with Blowfin. So check out the link below, and no KYC and no VPN required. So there you go. That's pretty good. For now, we'll say for now. They said they don't think that's required for another couple of years, so we are going to use them for a couple of years. Let's go ahead and jump into that news, though, OC, and let's get into the news today, guys. Looking at the Fear and Greed Index, we are sitting at 76 right now. We are still in extreme greed. If we look at the crypto bubbles over here on the daily, we are sitting with a lot of red, guys. We're getting a little pullbacks. We're going to be like looking at those charts today pretty heavily. So when I ask you, start letting us know down there in the chat what you would like to have for some TA. Just let us know those altcoins and stuff. But we're going to be looking at that. Looking at the weekly here, you can still see we're still quite green for the week. But on that daily and on that hourly, it's a lot of red. So jumping down to the market cap here, we'll see Bitcoin right now fighting to get back to 70,000, sitting at 69,800-ish right now. Right now, Biomex said he's in a trade right now. What are you trading, Biomex? Let us know. Ethereum sitting at just below $3,700 there. Any big movers here on the market caps? We got one for one change, and Pepe has now taken DAI, and it's just under Uniswap on here. Uniswap dropping one position. Mantle moving up 2 spots there, and Cosmos Atom dropping 3 position. Caspa moving up to number 35, up 5 positions, up 3.1% for the day, sitting currently at 13.7 cents. So if you got in at that 11.2 cent range that I've been talking about forever, congratulations to you. You've done well. Let's see what else we have here. Let's get into the economic calendar. Guys, today, FOMC minutes. You need to know about this because the FOMC minutes are going to be coming out, and that is going to be a basis of what happens today. Could cause a lot of volatility depending on what people read in the transcript from last month's FOMC meeting. So be looking for that. That's going to be coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do have existing home sales month over month, and for the year coming in today at about 20 minutes right from right now. So we're going to be looking at that a little bit also. And then tomorrow, we've got the initial jobless claims, how many people filed for unemployment for the week. And then we're going to end out Friday on durable goods orders. So that's what we have for the rest of the week here. Let's jump over and check out earnings, guys. Target this morning getting absolutely wrecked on their earnings this morning. Matter of fact, if we come over here, drop that down, and I will show you what it looks like there. That is their chart this morning on the opening of the candle, dropping 8% after reporting revenue decline due to weaker consumer spending. So Target got wrecked today. And there's that Bitcoin. Happy Bitcoin. Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day, man. Jumping back in here, though, NVIDIA is the one I'm going to be watching close today. That is this afternoon. A lot of people from Bloomberg calling for a much higher than expected revenue earnings. So we're going to be seeing what that's doing. Would you spend Bitcoin on a pizza? Nah, fam. I would not do that. I would not do that. Just reading these little comments that people are sending over on another chat that I have going here. But looking at NVIDIA, guys, that's going to be this afternoon. Make sure that you are watching that. Remember, the reason that this matters, because it's going to pump AI tokens. And if it pumps AI tokens, my account's going to move. I don't know about yours, but let me know. What AI tokens are you guys in? Tell me in the chat. Let me know what AI cryptos you have your plays in. Guys, here's the big partnership. Blowfin has partnered with Piper Academy. Link down in the description below. If we jump over here and take a look, this is what you can do. Claim $300 deposit bonus for the first 100 users. So if you're one of the first 100 people that use the link down below, this is your offerings. For $100, you can get a $15 bonus. for $500, $75, but you can get up to $300 for as low as $2,000 for the first 100 users. So you can check it out down below. Support the show, and let's start trading together. I'm getting ready to use one because, I used to be on BitGet and they went KYC. I can use this. I'm going to start trading on it too, and we're going to be dropping some more trade calls in our members channels on our Discord. So shout out to Blowfin. We appreciate them getting in with us. Let's jump up back to the duo cam and let's start talking about Bitcoin Pizza Day. OC, would you spend Bitcoin on a pizza today?
Well, that depends on how many carrots is that pizza is made out of.
On what?
How many carrots? Like if it's made out of diamond gold
20,
and stuff.
24 karat gold pizza.
Exactly. and that way I might be doing stuff, but back in the day I would have. I mean, I think that since it wasn't that big of a deal, and it was being trying to make the first kind of like a value out of it, I see myself spending a little bit of Bitcoin on a pizza. I do see myself doing that.
I don't know that I would in America, because every time we touch our crypto and go do anything with it besides move it from one wallet to the other, out of staying in Bitcoin, we're fine. We do anything else, we pay a short-term or long-term capital gains tax on it. I'm not trying to pay another tax to buy pizza, because remember, when I got paid my money, I paid tax on it, and then I spend it and pay tax on it. I don't want to pay a third tax. I get taxed enough on my dollars. So yes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then Lunar Beaches there said, I can't use Blowfin until they add their charts to TradingView. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's okay. Lunar, hit me up. I got you, man. Here's what people are saying. We got a poll up right now, guys. What percentage of your portfolio is sitting in stable coins or fiat waiting on a dip? And there's some options there. Let us know, guys. Fill out that poll and let us know. OC, what percentage of your portfolio is sitting in dry powder right now?
Oh, mine's 10 to 20. So based on the poll, it's 10 to 20.
Yep.
I've been taking some profits, and just so you guys know, I'm not fully out, right? So every single time that I say I take some profits, I take around 40 to, well, in this case, I have taken from 40 to 60%, depending on the coin, because I also think that we have much greater zones to go. And that is enabled me to have a little bit more dry powder to reinvest, rather in the same coin but lower, or in the next upcoming better position coins. So I can also spread a little bit more and start harvesting early harvest, right? Just for those pullbacks. But my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, I need to say that I did sold a little bit of that one. But my Bitcoin has been untouched, and I plan to leave it as is for the rest of the year. How about you?
Awesome. I'm sitting at 0 to 10%. 0 to 10%. But I will tell you, I have enough dry powder right now that I could buy a third of a Bitcoin. So yeah. That's, I know it's not much, but in the comparison to my total portfolio, but it's enough. It's enough. I have enough. I can make some moves on some altcoins. How about that? We got French Toaster said he's got AI plays of Fetch, AI, AGIX, BAI, and then NOS. And then Alexander G said Fetch and GRT. So Render, NOS, AI Tech. Yeah, so we got some good AI plays in our community here. The alumni know what they're doing. They've got it down pat. So Crux of Crypto said he's basically all in. He said he's basically all in right now. So I'll tell you what he's all in on also. He's all in on being here at 9 today, my time, because I have a bed being delivered today and I need his help. So not only does he support the members with all of his white papers and deep dive research and, all the data that I need for giveaways and all this, he supports a friend with moving a bed. So I appreciate him. Let's jump into Bitcoin and take a look here real fast. And then I got an article. I'm going to ask you your opinion on OC. I'm just curious to see what you have for this article. Let's jump in the charts. Let's go. Let's do it. Looking at Bitcoin here, guys. This is on the daily. Just to recap from yesterday, we had talked about this rejection at the top of the. No, I don't want an arrow. I want a brush. Thanks. At the top of this channel here. If you guys don't know, remember what that is, or if you haven't, you need a refresher. It's this downward channel that we've been trading in. We can go over here to the 4-hour, and you'll see it was a nice fight to get it above it, but we lost it, and it just dropped. And now we are sitting back down in the channel, guys. We easily could be pulling down out of this channel, back down, but I'm going to be watching for this level right here. This is going to be 67,366. It's our 786. It's good resistance previously. Now it would be a retest of support. And then this also would create a descending wedge. So you guys can see right there, we got that nice little top of the wedge that's descending, and then the flat bottom there. I would like to see that. I'd like to see that move to the upside, but watch for that 67,366 to be the key support that we need to do. Also lining up with that pretty well right now is that point of control on that fixed range volume profile. Being that we had this fight here with the value area high and then lost it, I would say that that's likely where we would be heading. So keep an eye again. That's about $67,000 in the ballpark there. So Mr. J said he's the muscles on the show. It's true. He's muscles off the show too. That's what I'm seeing there. Let's look at the oscillators and see how they're looking. It does look like we're starting to get a little bit of a curvature here on the ribbon. Maybe down in that zero line, that would be the time for it to come down here. This would be a zero line bounce. And we are starting to get some really weird RSI candles here. Do you see this on the Heikinashi? They're very short and stubby candles. It does look like we are poised for to go back up from its current level. But again, it's not that far down to hit that platinum pocket there. It's like a 3% move, guys. So would not be surprised to see that at all. And that will be where I look for support. If we do go to the upside, look for $74,000. That's going to be the top of your platinum pocket. OC, you got anything that you're seeing on Bitcoin? And then we'll take a look at this article, man.
Absolutely. So very quick, just keeping track of where we are based on my on the Wyckoff charts here. So first of all, let me just clean up a little bit on this one because this one has been done yesterday night. So just so you know, let me just adjust this, right? So we're going to be basically on track on what I've been expecting here. I am expecting that we are on SOS right here at the top, and then we're going for this retracement back into the range, of extension range, which by the way, it is marked with this purple line. So I do estimate that we have a little bit of a drop down all the way down here at 68, 268, 100, somewhere around those lines. And as we see the flip of the ribbon, it could be a good opportunity to jump back in. But we need to be careful here because every single time that we have broken back into the range, like previously, we have gone and visited the complete other side of that range, and that is to be expected. So making that fake out like before and jumping back in seems like we are repeating the same pattern. All right, just by the looks of Wyckoff, we should be bouncing up here, but look at what happened down here. We bounced down there, we made another touch, and then we visit the bottom of the range. So we need to be careful because there's also a chance that we still go to 60K 500. Just warning you guys on what could be possibly be cooking on there on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me at this point.
Awesome. Let's jump over to this article and let's take a look at this. This is I saw this article this morning, and guys, I had to bring this up to show you because it was this humorous. It was this ridiculous. How to earn $500 a month from NVIDIA stock ahead of the Q1's earnings report. First off, let me fix the 2-pack here on the camera and get to a 3-pack. Because we don't have the trade fly today. He's running behind, and I don't know if he's going to make it. But hey, we got the show. We got this, bro. We got this. There we go. Let's how to earn $500 a month from NVIDIA stock ahead of the Q1's earnings. So here we go. Let's get down here and see what it says. Oh, really? You're going to do that to me? Okay, that's fine. So basically, what it says. A more conservative goal of $100 a month in dividends. It's talking about earning this from dividends. Would require owning 7,500 shares of NVIDIA. An investor would need to own $35,769,750 worth of NVIDIA to generate $500 a month in dividends. Let's talk here for a second, OC, because that headline says how to earn $500 a month in stock earnings from passive income. And then you get down there and it says you got to have $35 million to do that. I got news for you. If you have $35 million, put that into a high yield earning account of about 5%. 5% on every $1 million will earn you, I think it's $5,000 a month. Yeah, no, is it? Let me see. 5% of 100,000 would be 5,000. It's 50,000 a year for per million. So if you have $35 million worth of a stock and you instead put that $35 million into a high yield earning at 5%, that would be 50,000 per million. So 50,000 times 35 divided by 12. That's how you figure that out. It's way more than $500. Yeah. Yeah, it is the dumbest article, and that's why I had to share it, because it was an absolutely ridiculous article. I was like, $500 a month. How much do you got to have for that? And I looked at it, I was like, 35 million bucks. Are you out of your mind? If I had $35 million, I am never working again, and I'm going to make like $1 million a year in freaking income passively. But hey, if you want to make $500, just throw 35 million in NVIDIA. OC, thoughts on that?
Oh my God, this is so laughable. It's like, hey guys, I have a millionaire financial advice for you guys. You want to get out of poverty? Well, you first need to buy 3 houses, right? Rent 2 and live out of 1. There you go. That's how you become rich. Right?
There you go. C90 did the math for us. I appreciate it. He said $35 million is $145,000 a month at 5%. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. There you go. So stock earnings, I'll take 2, please. Wow, that's funny. Hey, I don't know where these people, I do want to point out that was Benzinga. That was the news outlet Benzinga. I think they should start calling themselves Buzzinga. So there we go. Let's get into some more news. I got another news over here. This is about the bill today that's getting ready to be passed in DC. So let's talk about that, because this is pretty bullish for crypto. This was provided by Dow Jones. The Crypto Congress, momentum builds for the most significant digital asset law in history. Industry hopes to see at least 40 Democrats support this bill. Crypto industry insiders are becoming more optimistic that new legislation would sideline the U.S. SEC, and it will get strong bipartisan support in a vote this week and potentially become law by the end of the year. The House of Representatives is expected to vote on the Financial Innovation for the 21st Century Act. Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act on Wednesday. That's today, guys. Legislation that would clarify oversight boundaries of the crypto industry, granting the CFTC primary jurisdiction over the industry at the expense of the SEC. So shout out. Love that. Love hearing that. It would create a tailored disclosure and registration regime for digital asset companies who have long complained that the SEC don't do crap for them. This would have a structure, something for them to follow, right? Though facing an uphill road in the Senate, a potential presidential veto, if it gets that far, the effort marks what would be the most significant milestone to date to establish a much-needed regulatory framework for the digital asset market. So that's going in today, guys. And one reason for optimism is last week's vote in the House and Senate to overturn accounting guidance from the SEC. That opponents say made it too expensive for financial institutions to custody crypto. They had a vote last week, and more than 20 House Democrats and a dozen Senate Democrats, including Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who defied Biden's administration wishes in voting to overturn the rule. And President Joe Biden promised that he would veto that bill. So Biden has not yet weighed in on this Fit 21 bill, but we'll see how he reacts with it. And as of right now, it does look like this is going forward with the vote, and we're going to see if this makes it through. This would remove the SEC. And I did see a thing earlier where Gary Gensler actually said that he's against this. And of course you are, Gary, because this removes your power. Anything that removes power from anyone in a position of power, they don't like it. No one likes losing power. They want to gain it. And he's a power hungry gremlin. So There you go. OC, what are your thoughts on this bill? Is this bill going to get passed at this next level? They do have bipartisan support on it. And if it does get there, do you think Joe Biden is going to veto this, especially when we're at the point now where we have all this politicization going on? Everything's being politicized, and we have narratives in an election year about crypto. It's pretty interesting. What do you think? Do you think he's going to veto it with this many eyes and this many ears from us crypto people in an election you're watching now? What do you think?
All right, this is a tough one because there's two things happening right now. First of all, we need to understand that politics, it's about, most of the people, right? Popularity. So we can see also the other parties pushing with crypto, right? Especially when we're talking about Donald Trump, that he's being very vocal and open about getting approved Bitcoin, so on and so forth. So now, what is it going to be doing, Biden? Because Biden needs to, if he wants to be reelected, he needs to complain with what brings him, popularity, right? And I think going against crypto might not be the way to go. But at the same time, maybe he's just sick and tired of being president, and he just wants to end up his, his election year just to put up with whatever, right? And keep doing what he's doing to prepare him to, when he accesses the power position. So that is the two things. So either personal preparation or public popularity. I'm going to go with personal preparation. That's what I think, that he's going to veto it.
You said he's sick and tired of being president. I wonder some days when he wakes up if he even remembers he's the freaking president. But let's take a look here. There's another part of the article here. I found the Gary Gensler piece. Check this out. He said Gensler also argued that the law would give fraudsters a way to avoid securities laws by cynically declaring that their products are crypto assets. I just want to remind people, nope, that's the wrong camera. I just want to remind people that in order to be a crypto asset, you literally have to build your product on the blockchain, which is what makes it's a cryptological asset, right? It has to be on the blockchain. So the guy that taught blockchain technology at MIT should know that. And this is why this definitively tells me that he's grasping for straws when he says that people the fraudsters could get their way around it by saying they're a security asset. Do they have a blockchain? It's that simple, Gary. God, he's a moron. Yeah, this bill, guys, coming out today. Let's go ahead and let's go take a look at some charts, and then we'll get into this article on John Bollinger talking about, hey, price pullback may be coming, but it's not as bad as you guys think. Just all these hucksters. That's right, C90, all these hucksters. OC, what do you have on your chart today? Let's go ahead and take a look at your charts.
Absolutely. So let me get started with a little bit of a flunky here, because I was making a little bit of a analysis before, and I was expecting for a breakout retest, right? So that breakout retest, I was over extrapolating to here. So we have the breakout, and then we're going for the retest. Seems like we're not going to be holding that retest, and since it's floating, it's a high volatile coin. I just wanted to make that clear that at this point I have not invested, or well, can I call it flocky investment? No, I don't think so. I haven't gambled here in flocky just yet, but just to keep that on track. Another one that I want to do really quick, it is, NOS. Come on, I just lose NOS. All right, let me just pull it up really fast. NOS, because NOS just ring a couple of alerts in here. There we go. And you can see that we get cross on NOS right here yesterday, the 21st. And that is because we are losing this trend line here. Losing this trend line losing, look at that. That's what we were talking about, right? Losing the zero line on the oscillator. Well, then that means that we most probably are going to be going farther down. So how far down? Well, you can see that we have the trend assistance right here. And if we start pulling up other things, we also can see that we have big support all the way starting at 478 to 458. So if you're a NOS, just be careful, manage your risk. Remember, you need to have a stop loss and then aim for big support areas. All right. Another thing that I believe that is going to happen to NOS is, I don't know if we're going to pull back all the way here, especially because right now we have built up this liquidity area. And look at that. That is 100%. bears. All right. So we might be having just a little bounce going back down, that little bounce again, and falling back down. So future of NOS, short time future of NOS, not looking that great. Just wanted to throw that out. So yeah, that's what I got right now on my charts. Turning it back to you.
Awesome. Let's jump in and take a look at this article now. Hey, guys, everyone in the chat right now, if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button because we got 53 viewers in here, and that helps the algorithm. Much love to you all. I do want to point out that here in the chat, we had Clayt the Great said, "Yo, Piper, I put $2,000 up for collateral on a 38x leveraged long. Your voice telling me set a stop loss plays in my head on my trades. Thank you for beating that into my head." Hey, if I am the voice that haunts you, so be it. As long as it saves you from big losses, man. That's I'm proud to be. I'm proud to be the voice in your head. Now you have voices in your head like I do myself, and yeah, welcome to the party. Let's get into this news article here for John Bollinger, guys. Taking a look what he's saying here. Legendary trader John Bollinger warns of Bitcoin price pullback, and he says that if you guys don't know, this is him. This is John Bollinger. He created the Bollinger Band. He's a legend. He said Bitcoin has experienced a significant surge with its price climbing nearly 13% over the past week, and a half to return to 70,000. Week and a half to return to $70,000 mark per Bitcoin. The rally has prompted market analysts and traders to reassess their strategies as Bitcoin inches closer to that $74,000 all-time high again. Despite that bullish sentiment, though, renowned trader John Bollinger, the creator of the widely used Bollinger Bands, has expressed caution regarding the immediate future of the major cryptocurrency. And he tweeted about it. And I have the tweet also bookmarked, but here it is. "I am not fond of the 2-bar reversal at the upper Bollinger Band. Suggests a consolidation, or a pullback. Not bearish here, just short-term concerned." But this article here actually goes into those price levels if you want to know what they are. And he does a really good breakdown on it here. It focuses on the daily Bitcoin chart. His main concern centers around a 2-bar reversal pattern observed at the upper Bollinger Band, right there. When Bitcoin's price first exceeds the upper Bollinger Band, but then closes within it. So it went up and closed within it again. Such movements can imply that upward momentum might be losing strength. So let's get down here and see what these price levels are. Can I get rid of this ad over here real fast? Thanks. Bye. Thank you very much. The Bollinger Bands on the chart consist of 3 lines. You got the lower band, you've got the middle band, and the 20-day simple moving average. So there's your upper band, there's your lower band, and then the 20-day simple moving average right there. And then what it does is it sets up like volatility, price volatility barriers for the top and the bottom, right? And then that average in the middle is where you tend to be trading at. So when it breaks out of that or rejects off the tops or bottoms, then it indicates a move to the upside or a move to the downside. Looking at what he's saying here, though, the Bitcoin price peaked at approximately 71,977. We'll call it 72,000 on Tuesday, momentarily pushing above that upper Bollinger Band before closing back within it, forming the noted reversal pattern. So that is what he's saying there, is that this pump above it and then pulling back into it is a reversal pattern. Further analysis shows that the 20-day moving average, which is that blue line in the middle, currently sits at about 64,564, acts as a potential support level. But where he thinks that it could go to is that lower band, that bottom there. Again, let me show you that again, that green line there, which is currently coming in at about $58,300. So what he's seeing is that we could go as low as 64,500, but as low to the worst case scenario as 58,300 at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands there, suggesting that we could have either a consolidation within this area, or we could actually get a pullback and trade lower in consolidation there. Going to be closely watching that lower Bollinger Band for sure, though, but that's the breakdown on it. And I do want to reiterate that he did say that this would be a short-term pullback. OC, your thoughts on this? I'm not sure how much you've used Bollinger Bands, but it is given some pretty strong arguments for why it could go down there. And coming from John Bollinger, who is a legend in the market trading world, I take it pretty strong. I think he's got receipts, if you will. So what's your thoughts on this?
Absolutely. I believe that, I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time. Remember, I mean, despite everything has been moving up, just a week ago, we were warning people that there is a real chance that we can go back and find lower areas on Bitcoin. So, I mean, guys, I always said a smart trader, it's a prepared trader, right? So you always need to be watching your back. I mean, it's something I don't like to say. Like, it just doesn't feel right when talking about Bitcoin and crypto. But that is the harsh truth on this open market, that there's not going to be a bank covering your bags for you, because that is freedom money, right? And whatever happens, now that we have opened up the gates for those big, I don't know, dinosaurs, it just reminds me that the movie Jurassic World, right? When, I mean, now we need to keep our bags out of the T-Rex and out of those big dinosaurs that will be manipulating the market at their will, and they do have the money to start doing so. So I think that this needs to be taken into consideration. And as always, I mean, let that sink in. What Piper mentioned, use the stop loss, right? Because also, as Piper's mentioned, stop losses save marriages, right? So, I mean, that's something important. And something I wanted to say, it's way better to have Piper's voice on your head saying, "Hey, use a stop loss," than your ex-wife voice telling you, "Hey, that is over," right? I mean, just throwing that out there. So yeah, I think it needs to be taken seriously, and especially coming from one, I mean, legend as he is, right? So use a stop loss, right, for all that's holy, and be prepared. I think you're muted.
I do want to point out though that he said it's a short term pullback for one. Two, guys, this is why we have dry powder for. We keep dry powder for pullbacks. So getting a pullback is not necessarily a bad thing. Going further on into the article, there is they do put a bullish argument in here for it. So let's check that out. See what that says. On the contrary, renowned crypto analyst Josh Olkowitz, I'm sure I butchered that name, shared a bullish outlook on Bitcoin through a different lens, focusing on the Ichimoku cloud indicator on the daily chart. He highlighted a bullish TK cross with the price above the cloud on the daily Bitcoin chart. There's a picture down here. We're going to go look at it. Here, there you go, right there. Bullish TK cross right there. You got the point there. You can see right there, there's that blue line crossing over the red Ichimoku right there. And what that is telling us is this: the particular pattern is significant within the realm of technical analysis, especially for those employing the Ichimoku Hinko Hyo indicator. Nailed it. A comprehensive tool that provides insights into market momentum, trend direction, and support and resistance levels. The bullish TK cross that he refers to occurs when the Tenkan-sen line, a short-term moving average, crosses above the Kijun-sen line, a medium-term moving average, indicating a potential uptrend. Typically, this crossover suggests that buying momentum is increasing and can signal the start of a bullish phase. So, good Lord, can we get any more contradictory information in one article? But hey, guys, the bottom line is, and the reason that I wanted to bring this article up today, first off, it gave me a bearish thumbnail, and I'm sad to say, clickbait works, okay? I hate it, but it works. Secondly, we have a mixed market. We could really go up or down from here. I've told you guys where I think that we could be at for the biggest pullback area of support. I think it's 50 to 52K, which, by the way, shout out to Frankie Candles, said the same thing last night on Billy Goat Tells. Absolutely think that we could go that far. If we only went down to $58,000, so be it. I'm glad to hear that. I love it. But we have other indicators saying that we're going to go up from here. So the bottom line up front, the bluff. Be careful. We can go either way right now. There's indicators that say we're going up. There's indicators that can say we're going down. At the end of the day, we are in this for the long term, and that is why we keep dry powder. That is why we stay plugged into new assets and new deep dives that Crux puts out to our members. And if you're not a member, you can join below. You can take the smallest tier, get access to all those deep dives that Crux is dropping all the time for investment heads up, things for you to go do research on. But yeah, it is. Yes, I baited you, Reggie Classics. I baited you, and you should feel used. Thank you for coming today. But at the end of the day, yeah, let's Let's remember the long term and what we're here for the long road. We are not here for what we're going to make tomorrow. We're here for what we're going to make for the next generation. So that is what the bottom line is on that article. John Bollinger saying short term pullback, and the Ichimoku cloud oscillator telling us that we are just starting a new bull run. So there you go. OC, thoughts on that? Anything to add to that or anything to put in before we dive into some altcoin TA? Guys, let us know in the chat what you would like to see for altcoin TA today.
Absolutely. If we can go really fast to my charts, I believe that this is a really good chance to look at this. Remember this area, guys, that we've been talking about, and also what Piper has just said, right? Between 54 and 50, I don't remember which one he mentioned. Mine, it's a little bit more tighter. It's about around 53, 52,900, and 49. So as you can see, we're basically on that same area. Another thing is that we could, and I'm going to move this slightly to the downside. Here we go. We can have both of those articles playing out almost at the same time, because we're starting a new bull run or a new movement to the upside means that we cannot drop back down to grab some liquidity, especially if we're talking about daily, right? So going back down all the way down here and going and breaking this YKF pattern and failing all the way to 54, 53, 52, that is also within play to then run up to new all-time highs. Just wanted to say that very quick. I mean, one is not fighting with the other one. Again, this is a market of fast movements, and so you get ready for the roller coaster, buddy. So I mean, that's basically it.
Strap in. Here we go. All right. Let's jump over to my chart. We had a request for AVAX. People are starting to drop in some assets here on the chart, OC. So if you can grab those and drop them into our chat, that way we don't miss them. And I will get you up here on a camera because we need you on a camera, OC.
Perfect.
Your beautiful face. There we go. Hey, there he is. There he is. All right, let's jump over here. We had a request for AVAX. Let's take a look at AVAX, guys. These are the same fib levels that I've had on here forever. Guys, if you don't add your fibs when I show you where I've pulled them from, you're missing out. That's all I got to say. This was from a low here to a high here, and we can tell that we have good sequencing because we can see perfect retests on key levels like the 382, perfect retest on the 50. Look at all this play here in the golden pocket with the play on the platinum pocket for a bounce. What we were about just to get rejected at yesterday. Look at that. Look at that play to the 618 perfectly on the wick. Rejection in the golden pocket. We're now coming down. Now our next level to watch is going to be down here on the dynamic reactor from Chart Prime. And then right below that is the 786. So we're going to go ahead and now we're going to throw a T-box on here just to see where we get to here. So put that on there and run that across. And there is now our T-box range on the 4-hour chart. This is where I'm going to look for support bounce at. We're going to bring this up a little bit because I do believe that is probably going to be right there in that 3650 range because the dynamic reactor is on its way up. Let's look at the oscillators and see how they're looking. Oscillator and the RSI prime both indicating that we have downside movement occurring right now. It's not that steep of an angle, so I don't think that it's going to be too fast. If this was a very sharp 45-degree or greater angle to the downside, then it would be more cause for concern. But it does look like we're starting to get a widening here on that ribbon. So this could start to speed up on its downside movement. Just be advised on that. Looking at the RSI prime, though, we have a huge candle here coming out of way oversold or way overbought, I should say, and coming to the downside, just now breaking that 70% line. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for $35.38 up to about $36.54. This is going to be the range that I would look to buy on AVAX right now, guys. Looking at the 4-hour, because we have lost that golden pocket, and a loss of the golden pocket should send us down to that dynamic reactor and that platinum pocket on the 786. OC, let's kick it over to you and see what you got, man.
Absolutely. Very quick on Ethereum before we move into the next one. We have a beautiful breakout of where we were expecting. Is that my screen that is very zoomed in? Just quick. Oh, perfect.
I got you. You're good.
Just wondering. Thank you. All right, and we have a beautiful trend line that we were looking at. So remember that I was saying it's not about the breakout, it's about the retest. Well, the retest happened right here, and we basically nailed it out. We saw this yesterday. Just so you know, I just want to let you know that I did take some profits all the way up here, and then waiting for the retrace. So where is going to be my retrace? For that, I'm going to be pulling on my indicators, and I will be just looking for the key volume jumping in. So I'm looking for the flip of the ribbon or the FOR in here. So as long as I have my FOR and I'm on support or support or support or support, that's going to be the points that I'm going to be looking to re-enter or to reallocate what I have just bought and then put it back in. So far, I'm looking at this area of support because Bitcoin seems like he wants to retrace a little bit more, and Ethereum also might be wicking down here to then maybe complete a big bullish pennant and then pop back again up. Remember that we have a loud order blocking here, and we have the Ethereum ETF pushing hard on Ethereum. So the retracement on Ethereum might be short. So that's what I got on Ethereum. Turning it back to you.
Awesome. Had a request for GRT. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up here. And then what else do we have in there? We have anything else? You got one?
We have FET, AGIX, VAI.
Well, those were the AI plays that people. Well, those were the AI. I asked people what AI tokens they had. Those weren't requests, but yeah, if you want to pull one of those up, go for it, man. We're gonna pull up GRT on Binance. We'll grab that one. We'll see what it looks like. So I don't even have this one on my chart. Let's go pull it up. We're going to do some fresh TA on it. So get your notebooks out, kids. You might be testing on this later. Well, this is definitely played out. This old fib here that I had from way back is done. Let's look and see what we have here. This is a fixed range volume profile. I got to refresh all this stuff, and we're going to do a nice, clean, fresh one here. So we're going to go from the bottom to the top. Started at the bottom. Now we're here. Let's go here with this pullback. Get up to the top there on that crazy wick. There we go. Yep, we got good plays here on the golden pocket. We've got good plays here on the 50, so sequencing looks good here. I actually might even move this to the next break. I think that's actually going to be better. No, that is the bottom. We'll go with the bottom. All right, that's what we're doing. So we put this on there. If I can get it locked in place, there we go. Perfect. So right now, guys, we are sitting above the 50. We had a breakthrough on the 50% here. Anytime you get above the 50, it is bullish. If we do get a pullback here, watch for a bounce at the 31.7 cent range on GRT. But one thing that I will point out is that it does look like we are about to get some move up right here when we look at the candles. So we're going to do a couple of things here. It does look like we're getting a small bounce here to come up. So let's look at the oscillators. It does look like we're getting a curvature on the oscillator also. And we are starting to get smaller candles on the RSI prime. It looks like this is going to make a run at the 382. And this is a bullish thing right now. Matter of fact, if we come over here, we grab a regression trend tool. We're just going to go down here, grab this and pull it up. You guys can see we're in a nice little trading channel here. So if we do come down and test this 50% line running right through there, then that would be a good bounce area for the continuation of this to the upside and run it to that 382 at 35.8 cents. Let's throw on a fixed range volume profile and see where we have some volume nodes at in here, because that's going to give us value area high and value area low. And we're going to run it from the same area here. So fixed range volume profile. We're going to run it from this data over here and pull it in. Yeah, absolutely. We got a good test here on the point of control. We should be heading up to the value area high at 38.6 cents now. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a T-box on here. We're going to put that right there, run it over, give us some extension on it, and we're going to run that red, and that's going to be where we should watch for resistance if we break past the 382. So what I would like to see happen on this, and what would make this a bullish move for me, would be a retest here multiple times and then a breakthrough on the 382, come down and retest here and go up, or it comes up and gets through here. We reject on the value area high, come down and retest that 382, and then continue more to the upside. That would be the GRT play that I would watch for, looking for a long move to the upside. So let's go ahead and kick it over to UOC and see what you got. We got about 10 minutes. So
Perfect. Somebody requested S or propped, but I cannot find it for some reason. Maybe I'm just not typing it correctly. Please let me know if if that is the case. But in the meantime, I did pull up Ondo. So Ondo, we had an ongoing trading here, so that has been playing very, very nicely there. Let me just see what else we're gonna be looking at after this movement. So far, and let me clear this up. We see a bull flag or something like a bull flag happening here, right? So this could be it of what we were looking at this point. We need to be a little bit careful because we could be retracing to the dynamic reactor. That will still be bullish. And also, since we are below the zero line, a retracement might be expected. Just a quick notice here that as we go below the zero line, as long as we stay very close or above the dynamic reactor, we can still do that little push to the upside. And that's what I'm counting here. So we move down to the dynamic reactor, make a V-shaped recovery on the oscillator right here, and then finally break above in a bullish flag. So just to compare where we could be going for the measured target, which I don't believe that is going to be the real target. It is 1.14. Let's just throw in here my support and resistances, and this is the real target I believe that we're going to be hitting, which is at the previous high at 1.03. We are most likely to be breaking it, but I believe that we could be doing this pattern here and then keep moving forward to the upside. This will depend here, and here will depend on Bitcoin short-term retracement that Bollinger is talking about, or the breakout of the current channel that we have been looking at. So be careful in here, use your stop loss, and keep track on the confirmations. So yeah, turning it back to you.
Awesome. I've got NVIDIA pulled up here, guys, because we keep talking about the earnings today. So I do want to point this out of what we have here on the charts today for NVIDIA. So that earning report coming in today after the market close, guys. So expect pullbacks today, which is actually what we're seeing. And I pulled a trend-based fib extension because we're in price discovery. And those are the 3 points right there that I did that trend base because it was a trend continuation of higher lows and higher highs. So if we take a look at where we are now, and if you guys see this line down here, the 628.73, that's actually my buy-in point for NVIDIA. So taking a look at what we have here on these trend-based fib extensions, this is the phase 8 golden pocket that we're currently at. You can see here on the daily, and if I bring this down to the lower time frame here, bring it into the 1 hour, you can see that we tested perfectly for a bounce on that phase 8 618. That's coming in at $940.64. We do have a dynamic reactor running right below us here on the hourly also. But if we look at the 4 hour, what I'm going to be watching is for a quick pull down, possibly grab liquidity, and then pump on that data today, shooting for 994, hitting that phase 9 golden pocket, which would also give us a new high, a higher high. And if we look at the oscillators and what we're seeing here, it does look like we have just been sideways and consolidating with uncertainty. A quick pull down to that zero line would give us a nice move up on the 4 hour also. We do have a peak seeker, so be warned about that, but this could totally get negated on that earnings today, could go to the upside. If we do get a break to the downside, guys, my key area to buy in would be down here on the phase 7 golden pocket at 886.33, hitting that dynamic reactor for confluence on a bounce, and that would be a very bullish area to buy in on NVIDIA. Now, look, the big deal is about this isn't about buying stock. Unless you want to have some diversification, then you can get into some stock. But the big deal is the last time NVIDIA ripped off on earnings, the AI tokens absolutely moonshotted, guys. So that's why we were talking about those AI tokens today. You got to be aware, cause and effect, causation, correlation. That is what you have to be aware of, and that's why I'm watching NVIDIA so close today. Despite the fact that I own the stock, I have a lot of AI tokens, and I'm hoping to see what happens with that today. So, OC, let's kick it over to you. Let's do one more TA, and then we'll close it out so I can go get ready for bed delivery because I got a new bed coming. I got to sleep better so I can wake up in the morning with more energy for the alumni.
Yeah, that's my alumni.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean.
Hey guys, thank you so much for that. The ticker, and I already have found it. It's on Mexi, as you can see right here. Thank you for that. And we have a couple of things here. This is going to be a little bit of a fast analysis because we have several things to look at, right? First thing that I see that my eyes can catch, it is this really long downtrend, right? Usually, the really long downtrends tend to break to the upside. We've been making that push above that pattern, right? So we have not yet visited the bottom here. I mean, it is not looking good for props so far, right? But this is giving me bullish vibes, right? Why? Because we're having enough momentum to do not break below the center line of this range, right? Let me hide this for a little second here. Lock it and then hide it. And let's bring up our, oh, come on. There we go. And then bring up our big guns here. So the first thing I want to show you is that we have a symmetrical auto-detected symmetrical triangle. We have breaking through. We're going for the retest, and most probably we could be going for a rejection, all right? We are at the end of it, but we are also above the zero line. The thing that I don't like is that the zero line might be going about, sorry, the dynamic reactor, my bad. I don't know where do I have my head. The ribbon might be bouncing to all the way to the top, and then we could also be going for the dynamic reactor at the big resistance area and then going for the retest. All right, that will also go in line with what we have up next. We'll look at that. We have too big a high and a loud order. Something to note, it is which one of those two are more stronger, the strongest. Usually the order block, right? Sorry, the loud order block, which means if we keep banging between them both, most likely the high order block will disappear and we'll have an open path to move to the upside. That's what I'm aiming for, a retest to the dynamic reactor, bounce back down to the big support right down here, which is also built up with the liquidity zones, and then finally bounce from the loud order block, which is in the same area here. Let me just bring it up. Here we go, and make a final breakthrough retest, and off we go to the next money flow POC. So far, it's not there yet to be breaking up or out, but it's still playing out or still looking not that bad, but in short term, not looking that good. That's what I got, guys.
Awesome. Let's jump over here to Duo Cam and let's wrap it out. Shout out to Clay the Great. He said, what kind of bed did you get? I have the purple mattress, but I'm always open to suggestions. I got blown up a couple times in Afghan land. I got blown up in Iraq, so I understand. My vehicle ripped open like a sardine can. So, but no, it's a sleep number. I got a sleep number coming. Get that elevation and it shifts, on hot spots. So, had to get a sleep number to, take care of that. But yeah, purple, I've heard good things about purple though. It's a good mattress. So yeah. OC, man. We had a duo today. It's been a while since we've been the dynamic duo of TA, man.
Absolutely. I mean, the champion needs to take back his sleep. He's been through a ton of stress, and I get it. I mean, he fought everybody, right? I mean, and he was on the line for what, 2-3 weeks? That's a ton of fun, but also it gets you into a stress position, right? That you need to focus on those trades. And I do acknowledge that, guys, when you do math, I bet that you get tired because you're making a lot of sugar consumption on your brain. But yeah, yep. Other than that, I mean, great. My grandmother used to say, hey, don't be lazy. You'll sleep when you die. So
that's right. Sleep when you die. No, get rest, man. Hey, let me tell you, holistic health fitness matters. So when you have a chance to take a nap, you should take a nap. It's what you're supposed to do. That's how you keep those batteries charged. So, but OC, TradeFly, for people that don't know, TradeFly works overnight. He actually gets off work and then comes straight into the show. So he had to work a little bit late today, which is probably not a good thing for him, but that's okay. Guys, we appreciate you guys being here today. OC, do you have anything for the people? Do you want to talk about Blowfin before we leave?
Guys, come on. We have a great and a big new partnership with Bluffing. They do not use KYC. By the way, I'm already moving some funds there. I already had a couple, but I'm making now that shipment between you guys. You guys know that I'm a big Binance trader, and I'm moving some of my funds there. That's also why I'm been taking some profits so often, and that's part of my strategy. I don't like to move, altcoins. I like to move money. I like to move USDT or USDC or whatever stablecoin that I can drop there. It's cheaper also, and also I use the Tron network. I hate Tron, but I need to acknowledge that they do have a couple of cool stuff there. So other than that, guys, be prepared, be a smart trader, be a prepared trader. Go to where the best broker that can offer you the best thing. And so far for me, it is Bluffing, because I am not giving away my personal data. And that for me, it's big. And that, turn it back to you, Piper.
Awesome. No, I appreciate it, man. Check out the link down below. You guys can join there, but we appreciate you guys joining us here today on the show. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share this out with a friend so that they can get all this data. We're here every single morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you guys the news, the charts, and the markets, and everything you need to have knowledge. Because here at Piper Academy, knowledge is profit. Thanks for joining us today, guys. We will catch you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., doing it all over again with special guest Amy Lives Crypto. Until then, trade safe. Get ready. We're heading over to Randy Hipper, so drop the graduation caps in the chat there, and we're going to go see our frat house mom, guys. Till then, use a stop loss. Clayt, use a stop loss.
I don't know what they keep telling me. I don't know what they keep telling me. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling up the wheels flow low. I know you hungry for knowledge, that's profit appetite. Classes in session, this for the Army Piper acolytes. Trade flag at the soul, train ready. What a line from OCI, former Mexican spaghetti, yo. Crunch crypto with a deep dive to reject dime. And if you like the visual powered by Car Prime, then you were part of that alumni, that's all spine. But if you have step, fall back to offline. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling up the wheels flow low. Sound off to get rhythm, the ZTS rhythm. Alexandra.
Yeah, that's my alumni, you know what I mean?
That was awesome, dude!